I've sketched the dragonfly with pencil on the Yupo paper, but as you can see, the lines are quite dark and they'll show through the masking. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the alcohol and a cotton ball, and I'm going to lighten the pencil drawing by just rubbing over it. This will give me enough of the design to see, but it'll be less apparent under the ink. Using a small brush, I'm going to brush in the masking fluid, and I'm going to follow the lines. While you could mask the whole thing, I'm just going to mask around the outlines. I'm going to let the masking fluid dry, and then we'll add an ink layer. Now that the masking fluid is dry, I'm going to add in the background, and I've selected some sort of random colors. This is pool, pink sherbet, and honeycomb. And I've got some alcohol here, just in case I need to lighten some things up. So I'm going to just drop it in, and we'll see what happens. Use the cotton ball and just kind of cover over a few areas. Make sure we get the little white spots out. And I think I'll let it dry flat. Now that the ink layer is dry, I can pull off the masking fluid, and I'll just use my finger and just gently remove the fluid. So as you can see, there's some variations in width, and that just depends on how the brushing of the masking fluid went on. But all in all, it's not too bad. And our first step will be to integrate those lines back into the dragonfly. We can do that either with ink or alcohol. And I'm going to start with alcohol and the brush and just kind of soften these edges. So that's pulling some of the ink that's on the paper over the white area. And if you were, of course, masking something that you wanted to be white, you would make sure you left it white and not have any ink on it. I'm going to start with some brushwork and add more color into the dragonfly wings. And I'm picking the same colors that are in the background. So this is the citrus, the pool, and this is pink sherbet. And I'm just going to dab them in. We've got more of the citrus on this side and more of the pinks and purples on this side. And I'll kind of even them out. So this is the citrus. And I'm carefully going to just drop in some color. Come in with the pool. and the pink sherbet. This is a pretty light color, so might want to add a little bit more zip to the pink. You can see here that I put in a little bit too much and it's spread out a little bit. So I'm going to go back in with some of the other colors and break up that spot. I think that the pink sherbet is too light, so this will be a good opportunity for me to use some markers in a little bit. But first I'm going to continue on with the two colors that did seem to work and do the body. So this is a light pink marker, and this is the kind of instance that I often use the markers when I want a color in there, but my bottled inks are just not giving me the right color, the right value, something that I need a little bit more control over. So in this case, the pink was really just way too light. So let's say I wanted some more lightness in the wings. I have a couple choices. I can use the cotton swab and some alcohol, and I'll show you what that would look like, just to pull out some of the ink. Or I can use a very pale marker and do some lifting that way. So again, this is a choice of how much control you'd like, or what options you have at home for your markers, or just how you like to approach your paintings. I'm going to use a dark green marker and come under the top wing, and maybe this will give me a little dimension to have the top wing look like it's over the bottom wing. As with most things I do, now that I've put on some color, I need to at least break it up a little bit. So this is the pool. And I think I'd like to add some more pink back in. So this is our first pink marker. So for our masked dragonfly, we've used the brush and bottled ink. We've used markers, and now we're going to use some pens. This is a black pen and a white pen. I'll start with the black pen and use it for just some subtle defining. These are very fine dots. And this is the white pen. And that is our masked dragonfly with brushwork, pens, and alcohol ink markers.